Over the years, I've had many people comment that if you use tape when you're cutting with a circular saw, sliding miter, jigsaw, etc., that you will get a better cut with less tear out. Well, today we're going to test this and we're all going to see together whether this really works or not. Now, this isn't anything new. Many years ago, I tried masking tape, and to be honest, I didn't have very good results with it. But I've never tried painter's tape, and now we even have frog tape. So I'm not going to use the masking tape, but I'm going to use these two, and we're going to test on the table saw and on the jigsaw and see if these make any difference. For this test, I'm going to be using my 40-tooth combination blade. This is the same blade I used in the zero clearance test, and I'll put a link to that. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to make one pass with no tape on, then I'll stop and I'll apply the blue tape, and I've got a little mark on there, not sure if you can see that, and then I'll put on the frog tape and we'll see how well those stand up. All right, here's the blue. Well, so you can see all of the chipping out there, and look here, there you might be able to claim it's a little better, but there's still lots of chipping out. You're really not saving anything by doing it. Let's try the frog tape and see if it made any difference. No. In fact, that's arguably, in fact, it's not, it is worse. Look at the difference there. Much more chip out on the frog tape. I don't know why that would be, but okay, there's about as tight a view as I can give you, and you can see that I've got them all labeled, and this is the underside. Now remember, this is the underside. This is where the chipping is going to occur. We'll flip it over in a second. We'll show the top, but you can see basically that tape hasn't made any difference at all. In fact, the frog tape, for some reason, I don't know why, it's actually worse. So anyway, here's the other side. So there's the no tape. Sorry, there's the no tape down there. You can read it upside down. And there's the blue, and there's the frog tape. And of course, on top, it always gives a pretty good cut. For my jigsaw test, I'm going to be using one of these fine wood blades from Lennox. And I also happen to have one of their, what they call a scroll saw blade for a jigsaw. And we'll just do a quick test on that just to see what that looks like as well. Okay, I've clamped my test piece to my workbench. I've installed the blade, and I'm going to go about midway here, and I'm just going with no tape. This test, I'm going with tape on both sides, the top and the bottom. Okay, and there's that little scroll saw blade. You can see how thin that is. Let's just give that a quick whirl. And that's what the blue tape looks like. And it's really rough on top. Now let's flip over. Look at how nice that is underneath. That's very nice. That's the blue tape underneath, and you can see that how that line sort of wiggles there. I'm a little off, but that's very nice underneath. Let's try the green tape. And you can see what it looks like on top. Yeah, and it's pretty bad too. So on top, there is the no tape. This is with the JigSaw. No tape, blue tape, and you can see it. It really didn't make any difference. And again, the frog tape. And this was the little scroll saw blade, the really fine little blade. There's that little blade there. And it made a little bit of difference on the top. But let's flip these over and have a look at the bottom. Look at the bottoms of these. So this is the no tape. This is the blue tape. I should have marked those for you. This is the green, and this is the frog tape. So there's your answer there. If you're using these blades, any of these blades that I've picked here, and you're looking for, now remember, this blade is notice how the teeth on these blades are pointed upwards, so they're going to give a better cut on the underside because that's where the blade is pulling up. It's sort of like the top of the table saw, and you can see that. But that tape really didn't make any difference, but they're nice clean cuts. You can actually see there's a little chip out there with no tape. But the other ones, and that could just be an anomaly, because when I look all the way along here, all of these look very good. And it doesn't really matter whether you have tape or not on them. And based on what we're seeing here, this is the ugly side of the JigSaw. That tape isn't making any difference whatsoever. Well, that concludes my video for today. And I have to say, this has been one of the most fascinating tests I've done. But I have to say that nothing really has changed in 20 years. The last time I used masking tape, I got the same results as I did today, which was really the tape made little or no difference. Now, that doesn't mean it might not make a difference on a particular blade that you're using with the particular wood. You know, for the cost of a little bit of tape, it won't hurt to try it, but don't expect any miracles. I'm Colin Cadet for Woodwork Web. Thanks for watching.